just realized it's December and I didn't pick a Christmas book on Steinbeck. I've heard so many good things about this book. I wasn't enjoying it as good as I enjoyed reading the first book. It is Monday and I just got back from my trip to LA, and I'm just, everything feels so weird because of the time. And so right now it's 12:58, which is crazy in my head because in LA it's actually about to be 9 o'clock. My brain is just so confused and I'm like, feel like I'm just now getting up, but I don't feel like it's 12 o'clock. I feel like it's 8, 9 o'clock. So like my brain is already like confused with the time change. And yeah, I'm trying to like put everything together, put everything up, organize my room, and it's just like not working and I'm like still tired. And I feel like I'm still recovering from being sick because when I went to LA I was sick, and then I got my period also in LA towards the end of the trip. And so I just feel like I'm still like getting my life together, trying to like, I don't know, like I'm just trying to get my life together. And one thing I'm really noticing is that I simply need to figure out what to do in my room and to organize my space, because as much as I am or was against moving back in with my parents, so I just kind of like throw everything anywhere and just like don't care about my space. I need to make this space my own because I'm at least going to be here for the next year, I'm pretty sure. So we need to do something about this because I just simply have too much stuff and not enough room. But I feel like I have a lot of stuff in here, but I feel like the stuff that I have is not the stuff that I need, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm basically trying to get myself together from LA, and I'm gonna attempt to vlog this week, me getting myself back together. Yeah, here's this hoodie that I got from LA. I'm probably gonna wear it today because I'm going to Miles's house after he gets out of class to just go relax and chill there and hopefully eat some chicken and noodles. I really hope his mom cooks chicken and noodles because when I left, she cooked chicken noodles and we went to LA, so she said she was gonna make me some when I got back. So I'm really hoping I eat chicken and noodles today. I know that is so random, but yeah. And I also got this Winnie the Pooh bag while I was in LA. I know it's, y'all don't know how much I like really hunted down for this bag. It was literally $90 and I don't care. I don't care. This is gonna be my favorite bag. I'm gonna pass this down to my kids. I'm just kidding. Well, you never know. But Winnie the Pooh is like my kind of like childhood, I don't know. I just love me some Winnie the Pooh. I really do. And basically half the time we were in Disney World, I was looking for me a Winnie the Pooh bag. And they had some, but they just weren't speaking to me. Like, I really wanted just a Winnie the Pooh bag. Like, I didn't want, like, a bag that had Winnie the Pooh on it. I wanted a Winnie the Pooh bag. And, you know, if I'm going to spend $90 on a bag, it's going to be a bag that I love. And then I look at it and I'm like, yes. And when I look at this bag, I'm like, yes. And it's so cute. If you can't see, it says honey right there. I'm not going to carry it today. But I do have a bag problem though. That is something I'm noticing. I have a lot of bags. Like, I'm such a bag girly. And I'm also becoming like a bucket hat girly as well. But that's another discussion. I literally have 3 new hats that I got in LA. And I'm like, well, technically 2 new hats. 2 new hats. Yeah, this hat is hilarious. Even though me and Miles aren't married yet, I thought this hat was hilarious. And it's pretty much It's just so true. So true. I had it on when we were on the train, and when Miles was acting a fool, and this guy, I was like, cause I had the hat like this, and then I was like, oh, let me turn my hat around, and I did it like this, and the guy looked at it, and he just like busted out laughing. It was so hilarious. But yeah, and then this is just a simple LA here. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff I got in LA, but like I said, I'm really just trying to get everything together. I had a couple keychains when I was there. These two, and I added them to my collection. There was a sale at Bath and Body Works, so I also got me some perfume because I don't have any perfume actually, and I got me some lotion that smell good. So yeah, I've been yapping a lot. Yeah, and as far as a book update goes, I have nothing to say because I have not been reading this past week. And yeah, that's a part of something that I need to get my life back together, get back to reading, and get back to recording and filming, and hopefully getting unsick, unstuffy, whatever is going on. So yeah, that's just a little update for you. I do have a book haul if you guys are interested in that. Yeah, I got some like new books in the morning. I got some new books in the mail this morning, so I was gonna give you guys a book haul. Yeah, I actually did end up reading this morning, but I'll talk about that in just a second. But the first book I got is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I heard like this has like some biblical tones in it, and it's based off of maybe Cain and Abel. This is a thick one. This is a thick girly, and honestly I cannot wait to read this. I'll probably end up doing like a whole vlog of me reading this book, honestly, because of how iconic the book is. It's just one of those classics, and I didn't know it was this thick. I honestly did not, but it is. But yeah, this is the first book I got. This is probably my favorite book that I ordered, because hopefully by the time you guys see this vlog, you guys will see the vlog where I read The Davenports. This is a 5-star read for me. This is probably one of those books that are gonna like stick with me for a very long time, and I ordered the sequel to it. I don't know if this is gonna be like a trilogy or a duology. I really hope it's a duology, because I really don't want to wait for another book. Like, this book literally just came out like a week ago, so I really got lucky. This book literally just came out like a week ago, and yeah, it's the sequel. I absolutely devoured that book in one day, and honestly the plan is for me to devour this book today. This is the book that hopefully gets me out of my reading slump. And I'm also really anxious to read it because I want to know how everybody's stories end. Like I said, I think this is a duology. I have really become such a fan of historical fiction. Historical fiction has literally become like my genre. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like this has been like, specifically Black historical fiction is like a new genre I have been exploring, and I absolutely loved it, and I've been eating it up. Then other two books I got, which are also Black historical fiction really want to get into this genre and read more books in this genre. This one is called Wild Woman and the Blues, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to book hauls, I really hate trying to talk about the book because sometimes I forget what the book was about when I ordered it. But I just know, I'm pretty sure this is about jazz, and I think there's a romance in here, and I'm pretty sure it's like dual POV. It's like set in 1925, but it's also set in 2015. So it's kind of like, I don't know what you call it, like double timeline, but I'm really excited for this book, and I'm also really excited to read The Yellow Wife, which has been one of those books that just have popped up every time I've seen people talk about historical fiction books. It's just like, oh, read these historical fiction books. The Yellow Wife has really popped up into every single one, and yes, I can't really tell you what this one is about because I can't remember, but I am very excited to read both of these books. The last book I got was probably my most spontaneous purchase because I don't know if you guys remember a film called The Hate U Give. It came out like in 2016, I want to say the movie came out. And fun fact, I actually read On the Come Up by this author like way back when I first started getting back into reading. I'm pretty sure I gave the book away when I gave all my books away because I just gave all my books away. But now that I'm back, and long story short, like one of the YouTubers I was watching reacted to this movie on their channel, and it just reminded me of how much I love this movie. And I know it's a book, and I'm like, I've never read the book, and honestly this is probably going to end up being 5-6-star read. It's already better than the movie. I read some of it this morning, and this book is just one of those books that is just so important and that everyone should read. That is pretty much my book haul for today. I really need to stop buying books because honestly I have a very, you can barely even see it. It's a teeny tiny bookshelf. It's full, and I literally have my desk, and there's like a stack of books on my desk because there's no room on my bookshelf, and then I'm literally adding more to it. So honestly, I mean, it's not like I'm going broke or anything with buying books. I honestly just need to stop buying books and invest in a bookshelf. So yeah, I'm actually about to head to meet Miles for lunch, I think, and I'm gonna eat lunch, and I'm going to be reading the book of the day, which is ta-da. So I actually also did some editing this morning. I'm trying to edit this vlog and get it up for you guys because I haven't posted in like 2-3 weeks, I'm pretty sure, and I really need to get something up on my channel. So I'm also going to be editing today. So but yeah, this is going to be an editing and a reading type of day. So long time no talk. Well, not that long. It's Friday now. But I honestly, like, the time shift has been honestly kicking my butt. I literally woke up late this morning for work because I actually did go to sleep early, like pretty decently early. Not like early, but early for me. Like before 1 a.m. is early for me. Especially lately. And I feel like I definitely did last night. And I set like 5 alarms. I didn't hear any of the alarms. I only heard when my boyfriend called me. I'm so glad he called me. Thank the Lord he called me. But it was also 7 minutes before my shift started. So obviously I was late. But yeah. And the day before that, I literally, when I worked like an 11 to 8, I don't think I talked to you guys that day, but I stayed up till 3 a.m. like that night. I just could not sleep. Like I literally just could not sleep. And I was tired like that whole shift. I've just been so tired and exhausted and trying to adjust to this time, trying to get out of this slump, I'm trying to do a lot right now. But yeah. But I have been reading somewhat. I am literally, can you guys see? Like that's how much I have left in this book. That little part right there. Like I'm literally almost done with this book. And honestly, I'll be honest, I have not been liking this book as much as I liked the first book. It's still a good book, especially depending on how this whole sequel ends, but I'm definitely gonna finish this today. But my thoughts so far is I can't really give a lot of thoughts because especially if you haven't read the first book, you definitely need to go read the first book if you haven't read the first book. But some like you see like the multiple POVs, like I kind of really enjoyed it in the first book. In the second book, I'm not like really enjoying it that much because I feel like I like certain POVs more than other POVs, and sometimes I feel like I just kind of like blank out while I'm reading. It's like I'm reading it, but like not really in certain people's POVs, and I really hate to say that in this book. But yeah, I won't really comment because like I said, I really feel like I want to spoil things. I'm not gonna say it's been disappointing. I'm just saying like I have not enjoyed this book as much as I probably thought I would, especially considering how much I enjoyed the first book. And I guess my expectations were probably like way too high for this book, maybe in a way. But I'll officially give my book review when I finish it today, and that'll probably be the next clip you guys see. Will probably be me finishing this book. If you've ever closed and then had to open, then you know how tired I am right now. And yeah, but I have on my hoodie that I got from California. I actually forgot what it says, but you can see the big California. I got this from when I was in Cali. And yeah, that is the only update I really have for you guys right now. I'm not going to who's this person behind the camera? Happy Thanksgiving! Good morning. So today basically is one of those days where I don't go to work till 4 o'clock and I just like start overthinking everything that I want to do because I want to do so many things. And it's already 10 o'clock because I stayed up late last night, because I always stay up late at least one day a week when I work late, just because I just love the nighttime. It's like peaceful, quiet, no one, literally no one is bothering me. But I decided to get up finally, watching YouTube videos, watching some Vlogmas videos, and now I decided I'm gonna actually re-braid some of the braids in my hair just to give my braids a little refresh so I don't look completely, yeah. And I thought about taking them out, but I'm like, I just love how easy it is having braids. It's just so nice, and I just really want to drag it out for as long as I can. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do this morning, and I'll talk to you guys after I'm done with it. Oh, hey guys, let me take this off. My room is a mess, but happy Tuesday. I feel like I should take my hair down. As you guys can see, can y'all see it? I gave my hair a little refresh in the front. I only did like the front row and like this. And I did like 2 or 3 in the back right here. Everything else still the same. And I also like curled it and everything, so it would look like normal. So it really looks like I redid my hair, right? Are y'all answering me? Or yesterday I filmed a video and I was gonna title it 10 before the end, and it was like 10 books I wanted to read for the end of the year. So, and then last night I rewatched it and I was like, I am not gonna read 10 books for the end of the year. And honestly, I need to stop lying to myself and saying I'm gonna read 10 books this month. And it's also the holidays. Bye. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, in the last clips that I was talking to you guys, I was reading the Davenports, and I just literally never update you guys on the sequel to the Davenports. And I'm gonna talk about this book first, and then I'm gonna show you guys the 5 books that I'm gonna be reading before the year ends, because there's no way I'm not gonna set such a high expectation for myself just to know I'm gonna fail. But back to the sequel to the Davenports. I rated this book 4.5 stars. Sorry, my TV was moving. I rated this book 4.5 stars, and I think the last time I talked to you guys, I told you guys about how I wasn't liking it as good as I wasn't enjoying it as good as I enjoyed reading the first book, but which is true. I did not enjoy this book as much as I enjoyed the first one, and that's pretty much the only reason why it has 4.5 stars instead of 5, because I have to be honest with my rating, and I can't give them both 5 stars if I like this one less than that one. You know what I'm saying? So what I enjoyed most was just the development of the characters. Even though some of the characters in this book, like, they didn't end up, I guess, making the decisions I thought they would make, I really enjoyed everyone's story arc. And another reason I gave this book 4.5 stars, I almost gave it 4 stars, but I gave it 4.5, is because, like, I really do think everybody in this book would do well. I think this would have been so much better if everybody had their own book. Like, if Ruby had her own book, Olivia, Amy Rose, and Helen, if they all had their own books, that would have ate down. That would have ate down so bad. Like I said, I enjoyed the multiple POVs. So that's really, I guess, like, the only critique I have for this series is, like, I would have, it's just like, I feel like I learned a lot about them, but I feel like I really could have learned more about them and grew to like each individual girl even more than I did. You know, Amy Rose did end up being my favorite girl. It was Olivia at first, but then it changed to Amy Rose. But I just feel like I could have really enjoyed each individual girl more if they would have had like their own book, and it would have been like I was telling you guys before, like how sometimes I feel like I was in a rush to get back to someone else's POV because someone else's story was like more interesting at the time. And that's the thing about putting everybody's story in one book, is like, if somebody's story is more intriguing to me right now, it's like in the back of my head I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to get back to Olivia's POV, I can't wait to get back to Ruby's POV, like, you know what I'm saying? And in a way that could be neglecting the other girls. If I'm making sense, I hope I'm making sense. I still highly recommend you guys go read this series. I really enjoyed this author. I enjoyed her writing. I enjoyed the storytelling. And this is overall just a great series. This is a 5 star. This is a 4.5 star. Go read these books because we need people reading more books by Black authors, and more people need to read books by Black authors who write historical fiction, because Black historical fiction, I feel like, is a very underrated category, because I feel like when people think about Black historical fiction, they think about slavery. But I think there's a lot more to the genre than slavery. Now we can basically get to the 5 books I'm gonna read before the year ends. And the first book I have is, speaking of Black historical fiction, I have Wild Woman in the Blues. I started reading this 2 days ago. I haven't gotten that far in it yet, but this is like not double POV, but like kind of like flashback kind of POV. Because I know there's this film student named Sawyer, and he's trying to basically research on this legend named Oscar. And Miss Honoree, she's in like this nursing home, and he's basically going to visit her in a nursing home to try to figure out what happened in the year 1925. There's something happened in the year 1925, and he's trying to figure out what happened, and he's just like going to visit her in the home that she's staying in. She's literally like 110 years old, and I've actually been really enjoying it. I already started tabbing. Can y'all see? I literally already started tabbing the book, and I'm 27 pages in. Like, so I just have a good feeling about this book, and I really do think I'm gonna enjoy it. And yeah, so this is definitely one of the books I'm going to be reading before the year ends. And When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer is just one of those books I have been procrastinating reading all year, and I think it's just something that needs to be read at this point. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. It's a Christian historical fiction.
I think she has to like choose between these two lives, and I can't really tell you a good synopsis of this book right now, but I just know she has to choose. And I know this is like a 7-book series. I'm pretty sure book 7 of this series is coming out in like next year. So I'm like, this gotta be a good series if we on book 7. So so yeah, this has been on my TBR since I bought it, and I've just been procrastinating reading it. And like I said, historical fiction is really just my genre in general. And if you add the word black in front of it or the word Christian in front of it, give it to me. I feel like every book I'm gonna pick is a historical fiction book, but to be honest, this has been on my TBR as well for a long time, and this is the only thick book I'm gonna pick. So I did have A Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers as one of the books I wanted to read before the year ends, but you gotta choose between 2 of the thick books, and right now I'm really leaning towards Christine Hanna's The Nightingale. I've heard a million good things about this book. Literally when I bought this book at the bookstore, the lady literally said, this is my favorite book of all time. And I was like, really? So yeah, literally when I was buying it, she was literally telling me about it and how good of a book it was. So, and I'm pretty sure this is going to become a movie. And I think they might be actually turning the Davenports into a series, which, oof, I will be watching that if it does. But yes, so this is the 3rd book I'm gonna choose. I just know this is a historical fiction set in World War II times. That's all I really know about this book. But I really just want to read a Christine Hanna book just to see if I like Christine Hanna as author or not. Before 2026. That's really what I want to do. I want to pick Little Woman so bad, but this is just the type of book I know I could read in January or February, because it's also that type of book that you can read in January or February. So like I kind of want to save it, but at the same time, this is also one of those books that I've been wanting to read and see what the hype is about. And it's a classic, and I haven't picked a classic yet, obviously. So I'm kind of leaning towards this one. The only other classic I have is Stoner by John Williams, and honestly I'm not really feeling that right now in the moment. I feel like that should save that for next year. So honestly, for now, I'm just gonna put Little One. I really want to pick The Yellow Wife so bad, but I also want to pick something like more uplifting. This is Picking Daisies on Sundays, but I'm like, but it's winter time though, and this really doesn't really give. Forget. We're gonna pick The Yellow Wife because that's what I want to read. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think I should be reading. It matters what I want to read. This is also guess the genre. Guess. Just guess. Just guess. Yeah. And this one, actually, I feel like there are some slave themes in this one though, but I've heard nothing but good things about this book as well. So for now, these are my 5 priorities to read before the year ends. Comment down below if you guys have read any of these books. What do you think? Do you think I like it? Tell me if you liked it or not. Yeah. Even though I do think it's kind of sad that I didn't pick a Christmas book. I just realized it's December and I didn't pick a Christmas book. But like I said, it's not about what you're supposed to be reading. It's necessarily what you want to read, basically. So and I really do read a lot of Christmas rom-com-y romances. I read a lot of them on my Kindle with my Kindle Unlimited subscription, honestly, so they'll still get read. I just read hold on, that's my Kindle Unlimited right now, what's in my library. Can you see? Can you see? I actually read My Merry Mistake. That was my most recent read on my Kindle Unlimited by Courtney Walsh. It was so good. I rated it 5 stars on Fable, in case you wanted to know that. By the way, this book in my hand is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I was just gonna say, if I was in the mood to want to pick up something Christmassy, I was just gonna pick up this, and it's a very thin read, and it's also a classic. So yeah, I wanted to say that. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. I feel like the best thing about Courtney Walsh is she's so good at weaving in great life lessons into cute little rom-coms. And for me, that is like the perfect like rom-com to me. A rom-com where I can like laugh and giggle and be like, oh, that's cute, and it's a good storyline. And at the same time, I'm also learning something, because this is kind of like for the older sisters basically. I Made a Mistake, the main female character, she's the older sister, she's a workaholic, all this stuff, and it just taught, like, the biggest thing I took away, I was like, perfect is the enemy of great, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. That's my review if you wanted to see it. But yeah, it was just really well done. So I guess that's my book rec of the video. My Made a Mistake by Courtney Walsh. And I have been reading all her books basically on Kindle Unlimited. Kindle Unlimited is such a little gem. It's just like when I randomly want to read when I'm out, because I don't have a Kindle, all I have is my phone. And I'm just like out and I forgot to bring a book, or I don't have a book with me, or if I'm on break at work, I just bust out my Kindle Unlimited and I just start reading.